Okay, let's do a close reading of this poem. It's in the character's voice. And I think, again, as with most of the character poems, or maybe all poems, it's important to get a grips with how to read the poem out loud, and that might help you uncover some of the meanings in the poem itself. Let's start with that title, Give. I mean, is this an order? Is it a request? We don't know. It's a commentary. I think with things like homelessness, poverty, I'm thinking about political redress and checking out my history. There's a real possibility for art to focus on politics, and that relationship isn't always an easy one. And I think in this poem, we might need to think about that relationship between what Armitage is saying about homelessness and actually this piece as a poem itself. Uh, of all the public places, dear, to make a scene I've chosen here. That rhyme sticks out to me right away. I encourage you not to read that way, but it just jumped out at me right away. That phrase "dear" implies an intimacy, a proximity. Do these people know each other? Have they been in a relationship before? He seems to be borrowing, and I presume the speakers are here, he seems to be borrowing that language of relationships. It's not private, it's somewhere public, and he's making a scene. And what's that scene? Well, the scene is he is homeless, and he is sleeping in front of you, and he is in your face. And this is a scene and he's chosen to be here. The implication might be to actually upset the person, but I don't know if he means, is this ironic or not? I'm not exactly clear. Of all the doorways in the world to choose to sleep, I've chosen yours. It sounds like Casablanca. Of all the bars in the world, you came into mind. Of all the doorways in the world to choose to sleep, I've chosen yours. So all the doorways in the world, I mean, he does sleep outside. And he has choice of different doorways, but he chose yours. Now, again, does he know the person? Does he know this person? We don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of possibilities when you come to try and read it that way, but we don't know for sure. Is he being cheeky? Is he being funny? Is this humor he's using? As we'll see later, humor is something the speaker does a lot. He has this line, I'm on the street under the stars. He's on the street, but he's under the stars. He's making it positive. I mean, obviously, it's negative to be homeless, but he seems to be a positive fellow. He seems to find the goodness, the joy. Or is this a mask? Sleeping outside can be quite dangerous. You can get hurt, you can get mugged, you can get beaten up for no reason. But perhaps you use humor as a self-defense mechanism. He's obviously faced someone whose home it is. They have to come around him to get into their house, and he's joking about a proximity of relationship. He's saying, well, my life is actually fantastic. I sleep under the stars in this romantic way. Is that what he really feels, or is there something hidden there? In the next stanza, we get all the suggestion of performance in vaudeville. Copper, silver, gold. I mean, he needs money. And there's a ladder of value here. And for coppers, dance and sing. That's basic. Look, I can dance and sing. But if you have silver for me, I can actually swallow swords and eat fire. You get circus. You get stage. But for gold itself, well, I think that word really sticks out for me. Escape from locks and chains. So now we get a kind of escape artist working here, and that's if you can pay him the real gold. And look, he's not holding out for frankincense or myrrh. There's some sense of the nativity here. And with that triplet, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And he's not holding out for it. He just wants change. Now, this line sticks out to me. I don't really know what to do with it. I mean, he wants money, but he also wants a political change. That line, I vacillate between enjoying it and really disliking it because of that double meaning there. I think the poem is redeemed by the final stanza. You give me tea, as many of us who are uncomfortable giving money to homeless people, the unnamed, unarticulated person being spoken to in this poem gives tea. Why we do that, who knows? I mean, we're afraid that the homeless person is going to spend it on something we don't agree with. And he comes back with, that's big of you. Now, I think it's really important how you read that line. You give me tea, that's big of you. I think that could either be positive or it could be negative. It could be sarcastic. And that sarcasm, if we go with that reading, there's something below, something hidden in this character's voice. And I think that's what keeps the poem kind of interesting, something alive. After all this bravado, what is beneath this person? And the final image is, of course, a begging man on his knees. I'm on my knees, I beg of you. I beg of you what? I beg of you to listen to me. I beg of you to help me. There is a starkness to this final image. Religious desperation. Is it comedy? But he is on his knees, and he is begging. And this is what the verb is for what homeless people are doing when they're asking for money. They're begging. And this poem is asking us perhaps to give. I don't know, but begging and giving, what is the relationship between these two things? Begging is also something that we're asking people for help. And there's that I want to end with that line, that desperation of that last